What's good, guys? Welcome to All Car and Garage. This is the first video for my YouTube channel, also on Instagram at All Car and Garage. And this is my project car. This is a 1992 Chevy Camaro 305 700 R4 transmission, and it has about 197,000 miles. The car is pretty much original. The only work I've done to it so far was paint 3 out of the 4 rims, and the reason for that is because I want to show you how I painted my rims. These rims, all the clear coat was fading out of them. They're not going to be staying on this car for very long. They will be used when I switch out for drag racing. This is going to be an all-around car. I'm going to build this up as a track car, so they're going to take to the SCCA, Hooked on Driving, I believe it's called, here in Palm Beach International Raceway. Also going to do some drag racing with it. Right now it has a 305, like I said, 700 R4, and that doesn't make a lot of horsepower, as we all know. But we are going to change that all out. I'm not sure if we're going to go with the LS swap or if we're going to do a 350 swap. So this channel is going to be tips and tricks and how I do this on this vehicle and other vehicles. We're going to fix up other cars too, regular maintenance, stuff like that. Also some tool reviews, stuff I use in the process of building this car. You can see here, this is the last rim that needs to be painted. And with this rim, if you can see, I'm not sure how good it's going to come out on video, but all the clear coat is coming off of this. It's not looking that great. So I went and I painted them. I updated the color to something a little bit more modern. This is, I believe, a satin nickel, it's called. And just to clean it up, make it look nice. What I've done to this car so far is basic maintenance. Oil change, change the transmission fluid. I did get rid of the intermediate shaft for the steering, and I used the Astrovan conversion. I forget where I got that from, but it worked out awesome. The interior on this car is pretty dirty. This car came originally with some leather seats that were sun-dried, and they would crumble apart in your hands as you were touching it. Especially down here in South Florida, leather does not last at all. So a lot of the guys at the upholstery shops, they recommend to go to a marine grade vinyl or cloth. Right now I am not going to redo these seats. I did swap them out. I went to the local salvage yard and pick and pull, and got some 1998 4th gen seats. They're gray in color, they're very dirty, but they're a heck of a lot better than what was in this car. Let me show you. They're gray in color, like I said, but for now they do the trick. I also went with the rear seat too, because that one was just as bad. And this is the one-piece design, and it's a 4th gen, pretty much a bolt-in. The only thing I did do is on the transmission tunnel, right about here and here, there's some pins that locked in the split seat, so they both pivot individually. They get in the way when you do a solid rear seat like this one. So I just cut them off for now and grinded it down. But this carpet has seen way better days. Very dirty. It's worn out. But that's all going to get replaced. Steering bag is ready to fall apart. It's disconnected. Just because I was not liking it if it just decided to rip apart and blow up in my face while I'm driving. So that is definitely a no-no. So I disconnected it. Somebody along the way upgraded the stereo system. Nothing new. With these cars, everybody did back then, and it's pretty decent. I think the door panels and stuff are decent. They are going to probably get replaced. There's some, as you can see, some hardware missing. and these little bolts are kind of hard to find. So I'm going to try to see if I can find them in a junkyard, if I can find another one. But I highly doubt that. Most of these cars are in the junkyard, they're trashed, they're already picked, cleaned. Like I said, this interior is dirty. So with the horsepower upgrades that I'm thinking of, I'm probably going to wind up adding subframe connectors to it, just to stiffen up the chassis, and possibly a roll bar too, just for a little bit more extra support and stiffening of the chassis. As you also could tell down here, my door hangs like all third gen doors. Some of those Buick Riviera, Regals and Oldsmobile Cutlasses, they also drag after a time. These hinges get worn out. But that is something else I'm going to show you guys. I got a set of Hawk Motorsports greasable hinges. Well, not the hinges, but the pins to rebuild all this. It's a nice kit. The door has to come off, have to ground out the pins. But I'll show you how I do that in an upcoming video, as well as paint that last rim, and I'm going to show you how I did mine. So I hope you enjoy this first video, just for, you know, things to come. And if you have any comments or questions, comment below. Thank you. Bye-bye.